Hello guys, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. As I promised you, I was gonna post two more videos related to inflation, and here I am back. Okay, so today we are gonna learn about how we calculate inflation in the economy over a period of time. Okay, so first before we go ahead with our YouTube video, you go ahead what subscribe to my YouTube channel and keep supporting me like you always have been, and also click down the bell notification so that you are notified when I post a new video on my YouTube channel. Why am I stressing on these words? Anyways, and also I tried to record this video for 3 or 4 times, but then I forgot switching on my screen recording or my audio or something or the other glitches. So please guys, after so much efforts, I'm back with this video. I hope you can guys see this. So calculating inflation according to your exam for AS levels, how is it important? How much importance should you give to this topic? Actually, this comes in your MCQ or your case studies in your structured paper. Not much. So you can say, for example, up to 5 marks, you might get five, not even five. Calculating inflation, you might not get so many questions, but yeah, it is a topic that you should remember, like just revise through it. So for that, I have made this YouTube video so you can watch this. Okay, so how do we calculate inflation using these 6 steps? So first we do is select a base year. So what is a base year? The year where the prices were the most stable. Okay, uh, let's take an example, which in 2000, in 2005 in India, the prices were the most stable. So the base year was 2005 up to 2019. But in 2019, the prices were much more stable than 2005. So that's why now the base year is 2019. So what does stable prices mean? It means that there was not much of fluctuation in the prices. Uh, According to the base year. So in 2019 as well, the base year was 2005. Okay, but according to 2020, the base year is 2019. So that's how you select a base year. So every country has its own base year, and you might search it up if you like. Next we have is to select a basket of goods. A basket of goods is like a constant set general goods produced in an economy, goods or services in an economy whose prices are recorded, tracked over time and tabulated. The basket of goods is used to measure inflation over a period of time, and such as with the consumer price index. So, so the general products that are produced in the economy are tracked over a period of time, and the prices are also tracked. So that's how you select a basket of goods. After you have selected a basket of goods, you attach weights. Now, so what do you mean by attaching weights? So let's take an example first before explaining. So, for example, if you have four goods and services in your basket of goods, okay, not literally basket, but food, rent, entertainment, and clothing. So now, if I ask you how much have you spent on food this year, you might say 40%. How much have you spent on rent? 30%. How much have you spent on clothing? 20%. How much have you spent on entertainment? 10%. So now all of these percentages add up to 100. Okay, so they add up to 100. And this, it's mandatory that they should add up to 100. Okay, if that's the only basket of good. So now you have attached weights to the basket of goods and services. Okay, so after you have attached the weights, you need to multiply the weights with the price change. So multiply the weights and the price change according to the base year. So now I take the weights and then I multiply with price change. So price change is basically price in the current year minus the price in the base year. So that much the prices have actually changed. Okay, so if the prices have increased in the current year, then the price change multiplied by weights would be positive. If it has decreased, then this weights into price change would be negative. Okay, so multiply weights with price change. Next we have is to add the product basically means the weight into price change, so mathematical products. So add the products of the weights and the price change found in the last step. So basically summation of weights into change in price. Now take, so after adding all the answers to the fourth step, you divide this whole number by 100. Okay, so now we have understood the six basic steps to calculate inflation. Let's go ahead and take an example. Okay, so these weights are shown over here according to some country, for example country XYZ. So food and beverages 25%. All of these are the weights that have been put on these goods and services, basically not only goods, okay, services as well. So foods and beverage, clothing and footwear, fuel and transport, housing and its facilities, communication, recreation and culture, all of these weights have been added. Okay, now the price change has also, it's in percentage, but we can still calculate. Okay, so price change is written over here. So this is increase in price, increase. This is a decrease in price. Okay, so in the current year, the housing and its facilities, the prices have decreased. Education's pricing has decreased. Restaurants and hotels have decreased their prices. So this was the price change. Now we have multi weights and price change. So we have multiplied them, and this is the product. Okay, these are the product. Now when you add these products up, and then you will get this answer 2.2714. Okay, as I've already found the percentage over here, I don't have to divide the number over here. All right, so I have already divided in the price change. So the rate of inflation is 2.2714%, which is a creeping or a mild inflation. So if you don't know what that is, go ahead and watch my other YouTube video which I've posted on degrees of inflation. Okay, so this is a mild or a creeping inflation. So yeah, so this was how you calculate inflation in a country. This was not like, complex on an like a higher government level complex, but this is how generally it is done in an easier way. Uh, and Yeah, so that was it. So thank you guys for watching my YouTube video. And before you go ahead and watch someone else's video or my video only, obviously you guys love me, so you'll watch my video. Okay, so if you go ahead and watch my video, not someone else's, then before you go ahead, subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you are notified whenever I post a good content for you guys. Okay, so subscribe to my YouTube channel and also click the bell icon. And if you, I'm pretty sure you loved my video. Okay, so go down and like my video. Keep supporting me like you always have been, and comment good stuff below so that it motivates me to put more good content for you guys in future. So thank you so much for watching this video till the end. If you have any question, message me. Okay, so all of my social medias are linked down below in the description, and also the two other videos that I have made related to inflation is in the description. So thank you so much for watching my YouTube channel. Be always subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my video and comment good stuff. Yeah, I don't want to talk anymore. Bye bye. Meet you in the next video.